What is up, guys? SideStrafe here, bringing you some more epic airsoft action from the point of view of my Drift HD camera here. And at this point, we're basically at the same game that featured that vampire mode I showed you a few days earlier, and this is more so in the wooded area of that same field. Now, in this mission, it's team deathmatch. We're basically rolling up on the Op 4, moving in on this left location here. We're pretty much clear from the right. I've got a point man in front of me. I'm kind of watching his left. I'm going to fast forward to just a tad there. I do believe I have somebody checking my 6, not sure. This guy in front of me is now pinned down. He drops down. He's not in the best areas. He's kind of open to fire. He takes a hit. He's out. I open fire, engage, take out the Op 4 that took him out. So unfortunately, I couldn't save my buddy there, but I was able to at least grab the opposition. So at this point, they're having a little conversation up front, which I don't really like to see. Unfortunately, the guy who I just took out seems to be giving away the position of his friend, which, you know, typical rule in airsoft or paintball is dead men tell no tales. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So regardless of whether that happened or not, we're still aware that there might be other hostiles within the bush. We're pinned down. Fire is still being traded. I'm just looking at this point. At this point, this is basically as real as it gets when you're in woods ball. It's sit and wait, and unfortunately, you don't get to see that a lot in most videos because it's usually edited out. So for this little portion, I left it in just to kind of give you that feel of like, it's quiet, even though I'm talking. It's quiet, and you're just looking around. I'm checking my, my right there. I believe I have somebody behind me, which we see later on. I'm just not sure at this point in time. So I'm still waiting for some sort of movement. It's difficult to see, and in this game it's basically whoever sees who first is typically a dead man. So we're just still waiting here, waiting for some sort of movement or change in the situation. Now, the thing with Florida shrubbery and brush is with most wooded areas, it's really, really thick. Any form of movement is going to make a lot of noise. But as you can see here, my buddy Greg actually comes in to play. He's basically on the field there. We know we got a target in there somewhere, so what he does is he's going to be the distraction and try to trade fire with him. Because as far as we know, this guy is still not aware of my presence from this location. Still waiting for some forms of movement, moving in just a little bit, creeping in ever so gently. Waiting for that trade of fire, just waiting for that moment where he pops up. Shots fired, returning fire, and he's out. So with that trade of fire, Greg is still in the game. Traded some fire with him there. And I got a man coming in through the 6 as well. Now we're right in the thick of it with this one. This is basically the one I'm going to call a tactical nightmare. As you see, I'm forced to retreat to get away from the shots incoming. I'm hit. Take a hit on the desert sand there. As you can hear me saying, ow. Looks like I took a good one. And basically this game we're playing with medic rules, which are, these types of rules are actually a little bit new to me because typically medic rules, you got 1 or 2 medics per team depending on the size of the team. This one, anybody could potentially be a medic. You count down to 20 when you're going to revive your buddy, and then 10-second immunity after that for retreating. While you're counting down, you're also immune. So as you can see here, Rico is actually bringing me back into the game. I can't say I'm a huge fan of these rules just because I find it just to be a little unrealistic, so, but that was the rules that we were doing today, so. 10 seconds out, I go back, I'm trying to head for cover. This guy next to me was laying down some cover as well. I'm running in the thick of it. I'm hoping just to get away from where all the shots were being fired. Now I came across another ally here, and I'm watching left. I came in the position, he basically was telling me, you're open to a lot of fire, so I come back in and basically bury myself into this bush here. And I'm watching his right side while he watches the left. We're just trying to cover each other at this point. BBs were flying everywhere. Basically, this was a team road rules match. Basically, that means the team has to stick together on the open road until they engage the opposing force. Unfortunately, the situation was bad because we were just basically in a bad starting position where we were just bottlenecked. So as you can see, just taking a lot of fire. It's just coming through the bushes, and he gets hit. So I got to bring him in. Counting to 20. I remember that the day was so hot that counting to 20 was more exhausting than running around because it was actually taking my air away from me. So it wasn't exactly a fun situation to be counting down to 20 out loud. We're returning fire. This bush is not going to hold up. I know it. Basically, BBs are coming through it like crazy. So I'm like, man, I even tell them at one point, I don't think this position's going to last. We need to get out of here. But we've got people just coming all around us, and we're basically surrounded by the other team who did a good job of outflanking us due to our poor positioning. So we're just trying to cover. We're just like, well, how long can we hold up? He moves in a little bit, takes a hit, he's out. Can't revive him again. I'm on my own. I'm like, crap. Well, this is it. Last stand. I either kill or be killed. I'm very low to the ground at this point, waiting for the Op 4 to come in the range. Shots fired. He's hit, but a final shot from him also comes in and takes me out. So it's basically a double kill. Them's the breaks. But anyway, guys, this is SideStrafe signing off. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, and let me know what else you want to see. And hopefully we'll have some more Airsoft footage next week. Stay tuned, guys. Peace out.